Okay, that spot in the river is about maybe 5 feet across. The river is flowing like a very small stream right now, but you can see from this location just how wide the river is. So from where I'm standing on one bank, you see, here, where I'm standing, to over there is roughly 120 feet. Now, you see the graffiti. I don't know what it says. I can't figure that out. But halfway up, there's a cow, bull. That's part of the graffiti right about in there. And my point is that the river flows through here at that depth sometimes and higher. This bridge was taken out by this river 17 years ago, thereabouts. So the amount of water that flows here, if it were to be saved and stored, would give us endless years of water supply for our drought years. And even in last year's minimal rainfall, we got to estimate that 5 years of water supply came down this channel and out into the ocean and was not saved. And there lies our problem. The water's not being saved, and you have to ask why. Now, my answer to that is that we are spiritual beings born into a conspiratorial world in which we live in a drug culture and a fear-based society. But getting back to the conspiracy part, that's when two or more conspire. And the conspiracy here is to make people believe differently than what reality is. To trick them into believing that this river is not capable of supplying the water for the peninsula, when the reality is it is capable of supplying all the water, and that the water needs to be stored. People need to make storage facilities for this water. Now, Clint Eastwood offered 2 properties to put in reservoirs: the Odella Ranch and his property at his, I believe it's the Tehama golf course. And he was turned down both times. Why? Well, they don't want water storage, they want a desal plant. Why? Well, desalinization is expensive, and it's a creation of water. See, God creates this water here. It's free to anybody. But when you take it out of the ocean, you are, well, you're developing it. You are producing it. You are creating something that is not managed out of a stream or a lake, has different rules and regulations, and you can charge for it. So basically they want to charge you for desalinization water, which is expensive to do anyway because of the energy consumption, in a time and a world where they're propagating climate control and all these other lies. And they want new sources of energy, they claim, but they want to use extensive energy to take salt water, which is like this water without the salt, but they want to take salt water and take the salt out of it so that they can have water that they produced and that they are selling back to you at an extremely high price. All right, now what is the price that we're talking about? Well, currently on the Monterey Peninsula, we pay 15 times the state average for water elsewhere in the state. 15 times. So that creates a base figure. Let's say 15 times $5 is 75. So if you pay 75, somewhere else you'd be paying $5. Now what they want to do is they want to take that 75 and they want to turn that into a higher profit for them. Well, they can't. They can't charge you $100 for that. They can't charge you $200 for that. But if they put in a desalination plant, they're creating a different source of water which they can charge whatever they want. And they want to charge you 4 times what you're paying. So if you're paying $75 and conserving and taking showers twice a week and doing your dishes after they stack up and using your bath water to, you know, water your plants with, what they want to do is charge you 4 times $75 or $300 a month. And that's going to be the bare minimum for those people that want to conserve. Now for the rest of you that are paying $300 a month for your water now, your water bill is going to be $1,200. And for those of you that are paying $1,000 a month for your water right now, this is probably going to be some kind of an adjustment, and you'll be paying about $2,500. So the rich make out and the poor suffer, and the poor pay and the rich play. You might want to rewind that part and hear it again if you didn't get it all. This river supplies 5 years of water every year. This river is big enough and strong enough to take this bridge out and all of these trees and put it out in the ocean. That's the capability of the Carmel River.